Hello, darlings. You've all heard of Marilyn Monroe. Some of you know Bridget Bardot. Well, now it's time for the Cognac Show. I said Cognac.
Welcome back, darlings. I'm TV host, entertainment journalist Cognac Wellerlane, and welcome back to Cognac's Corner. In another moment, we will be watching another fabulous video. But first, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and always press the notification button to let you know when I will be publishing a new video. And also, darlings, don't forget to leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about my videos and what other type of videos you'd like me to make. Let's get to the video. Pink champagne kisses. Welcome back, darlings. I'm TV host, entertainment journalist Cognac Wellerlane, and we're just about to do interviews right here at the Guide Dog Foundation Gala. Keep watching. More interviews coming up. Pink champagne kisses. Darlings, I'm TV host, entertainment journalist Cognac Wellerlane. We're here at the Guide Dog Foundation's Gala, and I am here with the president and the CEO, Mr. John Miller. Welcome to Cognac's Corner. Thank you for inviting me to this event. It's a fabulous event. So tell my audience about this foundation, what it's all about. We want to know.
Sure. So Guide Dog Foundation, based on Long Island here in New York, but we work in all 50 states, and we provide guide dogs free of charge to anybody who may need one. And it's great. We've put out over 2,200 dogs through the years to people who needed guide dogs, and we're just continuing to grow, and the demand keeps growing as well. So every time we do an event like this, it helps us raise money to do more.
Is it only blind people that really use these dogs?
So we use guide dogs for blind and people who have low vision, and then we have another organization called America's Vet Dogs that is for first responders as well as veterans.
Interesting. Veterans too. Now, how long has this organization been in existence?
So Guide Dog, this is its 77th year, and America's Vet. Yeah, it's been around for a long time, and America's Vet Dogs for 22 years.
It's a long time. Now, how long have you been involved with this organization?
So I just celebrated my 7th anniversary with the group.
7th anniversary, fabulous. What can we expect tonight? What will we be participating in this gala? All the people that are donating and supporting, what will we be seeing?
Yeah, so it's going to be a great fashion show. Working with Anthony Rubio is one of the great things we get to do all year long. We look forward to this every night. He takes it very seriously. Models come in from across the country and some from even around the world to participate. You're going to have a high-energy fashion show for male and female models as well as male and female dogs, so it's going to be great.
It's all for a wonderful cause. It certainly is. Now, did you reach out to Anthony or did he reach out to you?
So I wasn't here for the first one. I got here in the second one, but the second I met him, I knew we had to keep doing this. And this is now the 8th year for us, doing this fashion show, and it's just been great. And it's all because of Anthony and the models.
Now, tell us, what have been the accomplishments with this organization in the past year? Have you did anything groundbreaking, or have you had any major accomplishments?
We have, actually. So just last year, November of last year, we got a law passed through Congress and signed into law by the president that's going to make guide dogs and service dogs on commemorative coins that are minted by the United States Mint. So they'll be for sale in 2027, and it's a great opportunity for awareness and revenue for the organization. 95% of those coin bills, the efforts fail because it takes so much to do, but we got it done. It took every minute of 3 years, but in 2027 you're going to see guide dogs on coins.
It's really amazing. Guide dogs, amazing. What type of dogs do you use for guide dogs?
So primarily use Goldens and Labs and crosses of Goldens and Labs. They take best to the training. All the training is what we call positive reinforcement and it's food motivated. So those breeds take the best of that type of training.
Oh, excellent, excellent. I would think that those are the most friendliest dogs there are, right?
They love people and they love food. So
they love people and they love food. I love it. I love it. Well, that's amazing. That's truly amazing. Now, this gentleman that you're honoring today, why did you decide to give him this honor?
So Tom is great.
Right.
Tom and MONTE are a great team. Tom is an amazing story. A student, a disability advocate, and his dog actually was from a partnership with the professional hockey team, the New York Islanders.
Yes, he was telling me that.
So it's a great partnership. We have a number of dogs called Puppies with a Purpose that sports teams and corporations really work to sponsor for us. And at the end of the day, they get a nice match. We wanted to keep the dog here on Long Island to the extent we could because of the Islanders, and Tom was the perfect fit, so it all worked out.
Wonderful. So you must be working on your next event for next year.
Always planning. Everything we do is free, so we got to raise a lot of money. So as soon as we're done with this one, planning for the next one's already begun.
I go to a lot of charity galas, and they tell me it takes like a whole year to plan for the next event. So now, tell my audience, where can we go to find out more information about the Guide Dog Foundation?
It's very simple. Just go to guidedog.org.
Gorgeous. Let's do an air kiss. And we'll be back in a moment, darlings. More interviews coming up. Keep watching. Big champagne kisses. Welcome back, darlings. I'm TV host, entertainment journalist, Cognac Wellerlane. Keep watching. More celebrity interviews coming up right here at Cognac's Corner Magazine.com. Pink champagne kisses.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Tom Ryan and MONTE.
Doing public transit, we've been on the airplane a couple of times, so it's stuff that I really haven't, if I wouldn't have been able to do without the confidence of relying on my cane or the sighted guide. So it really is just incredible. So, yeah. And I think the companionship too is really what's so important to me too, because I really, I get inside my own head sometimes, but then you know what? MONTE might have 1 million fans, but I know he tells me I'm his #1 fan every single day. So. Every day, the alarm goes off, I hear that little thump. There's nothing like getting out to that. So what's ahead for Team MONTE in the coming year? Well, in December, for the first time, I'll be walking across a stage to receive my diploma with my guide dog in hand, and you're all invited to come. But truly, this is really an honor to come out and do this for a foundation that is really given back to me in more ways than one. Anytime they ask me for a speaking event, I'm on it. It's just, to be able to do this, and the sponsors don't realize the life impact that you have. It's forced me to accept my disability in so much more of a better way, and I've been able to help other clients too that I work with, thinking about dogs too. So they've seen the dog and they're like, what, I think that's something I want to look into. So, but overall, thank you all so much, and enjoy the event tonight. Thank you.
Welcome back, darlings. I'm TV host, entertainment journalist, Cognac Wellerlane, and we are here at the Guide Dog Foundation's Gala, and they have a very important honoree. He is a wonderful gentleman, and his name is Tom Ryan, and he has his little guide dog with him, and that, of course, is Monte. Tell us how you got involved with this foundation.
So a couple years ago, I submitted an application for a guide dog after just finding that, I was a White King user, and the White King just really wasn't that effective for me anymore. And I met a couple of people who had guide dogs. I asked them a little bit more about how it's affected them and their quality of life, and they're like, it's really maximized their independence. So I was like, what do I have to lose? I went ahead, I applied, and then I was really lucky enough to get paired up with this guy.
So that's how you found out about it. Now tell us, have you been blind since birth, or did you lose your sight?
So I actually was blind since birth, totally blind actually. Totally blind, and they were able to do surgeries throughout my life to kind of restore some of the vision in one of my eyes. So I have light sensitivity right now on my left, and then some usable vision in my right. So I've been able to...
You can see me.
Yes, I can a little bit. So, but here's the thing: if they ask you at the doctor's office how many fingers are holding up, the answer's always 2.
Oh, that's outrageous. That's funny. Tell my audience, for those who are blind, how do you seek out an organization like this to help you?
So you can go online. There's different guide dog schools, so you can definitely go out and go online to the Guide Dog Foundation's website at guidedog.org, and there's a location on there. You can just go and get a guide dog. They'll walk you through the application steps and what's involved, and you can just do your own research and really see if it's something that would fit your lifestyle.
Now, as a blind person, people always tell me that your other senses are more astute. Is that really true? Like your sense of hearing, your sense of smell?
Oh, absolutely. So especially, when you're at a traffic corner, it's hard for me to see the parallel traffic, so I really have to listen to the direction of the cars and the way things are moving. So yeah, I'm really in tune with my hearing. I'm actually a musician that doesn't read music. I learn by ear. So I think it's because my hearing is really heightened because of the overcompensates for the sight loss. So it's really interesting how that works.
Can you watch television? Is that or can you look on the computer, or can you look on a cell phone? Can you use these devices?
Well, with advancements in the assistive technology, a lot of TV shows now you can will have audio descriptions, so you have to just turn on the SAP feature on your TV, and it'll read out different descriptions of movies or different shows that you're watching. So I'm able to kind of get the gist of what's going on just by sitting on the couch. Usually I just kind of close my eyes, give my eyes a break after a long day of being on the screen, but that's usually how I absorb my TV entertainment.
Do you ever encounter any pain at all with your eyes?
That's a really good question. So yes, I do. Occasionally I do get migraines, especially just after a strenuous day, being on a computer screen a lot, having to read small print. So that's why I use a lot of assistive technology to help me with, enlarging things, or even using text-to-speech. So having things read aloud to me to kind of reduce the strain and the fatigue.
Tell us about how you found out about this dog with the guide dog. Do they match up? How do you get the dog? I mean, can you explain to my audience a little bit about that, how you actually get the dog?
Absolutely. So the Guide Dog Foundation takes a very close look at your lifestyle, your personality, and what you're doing, and they really try to fit the dog with the right personality type, the right energy level.
Really? Isn't that fascinating?
Absolutely. And honestly, Monte was a perfect match because, as much as he takes his job very seriously, he takes play very seriously too, just like his dad. So it's a perfect lineup for the both of us. He really believes in that work-life balance just like I do.
Interesting. Fascinating. So did you name him Monte?
No. So the New York Islanders fans voted on his name. Because he's actually sponsored by the New York Islanders, so they were the ones who picked out his name and named him Monte after Elmont, where his UBS Arena is.
Fascinating, really fascinating. So how long have you been with the dog? How long has he been with you?
It's crazy. We've been a year and a half now. Actually, it's wild. It really feels like we just started like 2 months ago. But you know,
Did you ever have another guide dog before him?
no, he's my first one. He's my first one, so I'm very excited. And
Are you happy? You're happy. He doesn't just help you get around, but he's also a wonderful companion.
oh, he's a wonderful companion. You know, and it's funny because like there'll be 10 people in my house, and he still wants to be me. You know, he might have 10 million fans with the New York Islanders, but he reminds me every day that he's my biggest fan.
Fabulous. He's famous tonight. He's going to get his picture on the red carpet.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. He knows it too.
Do you have an Instagram page or a Facebook page?
Yeah, so Monte has his own Instagram page, so feel free to follow him at guidedog_Monte, MONTE 816 on Instagram.
And also, what about you? Do you have a Facebook page?
So I don't, so I try to keep my stuff pretty personal, but yeah, so yep, I usually keep it up on him because people want to see how he's doing and how he's doing with his training and his work, and so people always ask, you know, how he's doing, so it's good to share that with people.
Fabulous. Tell my audience one more time where we can go to find out more information about the Guide Dog Foundation.
Absolutely.
What is the website?
So you're going to go to guidedog.org, and you'll get to learn more about volunteering opportunities, or if you're interested in applying for a guide dog yourself or learning how to sponsor the foundation, feel free to visit their website. Again, it's guidedog.org.
Fabulous. Let's do an air kiss. And we'll be back with more interviews right here at the Guide Dog Foundation Gala. Keep watching, darlings. More interviews coming up. Big champagne kisses. you, darlings. I'm TV host, entertainment journalist, Cognac Wellerlane, and I am here with the Anthony Rubio, the star of the show. We're here at the Guard Dog Foundation's gala, and he was the one that presented the fashion show with his designer couture dog fashions and elegant evening gowns. What a spectacular event tonight. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Oh, thank you so much. You know that this is a very important cause. It's closest to my heart. I enjoy doing it every year. Last year they didn't do one, and I missed it really badly.
They didn't do it last year.
Because they were in the middle of a transition. So now that they've settled and we're here in this new location, and it's bigger and better than ever.
Certainly is. It's gorgeous. Tell us about the collection. This was a spring collection.
Well, it was an archival collection, a lot of spring wear, and a lot of nice jewel tones, a lot of my handiwork. I like to do things where I do the attachments, the beading and everything by hand, and I've been working on this for a while now, because in big, anticipation of this event coming. And you know what else is coming soon?
Yes, the Pet Gala. I can't wait. But first I want to ask you, how many pieces did we see?
I believe there was 19 models, so there was twice that because of the dogs.
Dogs, excellent. Now tell us about the Pet Gala.
Okay, the Pet Gala was so successful that we're doing a follow-up this year with a bigger and better than ever Pet Gala. We've already been invited to have an interview with Access Hollywood is coming down, and a few other big companies are coming to cover it, and the location is going to be at the Glass House on Bryant Park. We're going to have three.
Oh, very nice. I thought it was going to be at Lincoln Center.
We were planning on Lincoln Center, but then I saw this place and I was like, they're giving me 3 floors. It's going to be so awesome.
Oh my God, that's a beautiful place.
It's gorgeous, very posh.
Very bougie, darling. Only the best for Anthony Rubio and his designer couture pets. Yes, darlings, only the best. Can you tell us a little secret about what we're going to see at this? There's not going to be a fashion show.
Well, it's going to have a fashion show, and if you recall, because other people are doing pet now, everybody's doing pet galas all over the place. But we do the Pet Gala sticking to the actual rules of the actual Met Gala, where I watched the Met Gala. It started off with Access Hollywood challenging me to recreate some of the pieces worn by the top celebrities. So this year, they challenged me again, and 2 weeks after, I do my presentation of dogs mimicking the celebrities, and like I said, the location is to die for.
I can't wait. Tell my audience, what's the date of the Pet Gala?
May 19th.
May 19th. Tell my audience, where can we go to find out more information about your fabulous designer pet couture collection and the evening gowns?
They can Google the name of the event, the Pet Gala by Anthony Rubio. It'll be all over the internet. It already started.
And it's AnthonyRubio.com, right?
Yes, AnthonyRubioDesigns.com.
You're the best, darling. I love you.
So
Let's do an air kiss. And we'll be back, darlings, with more interviews right here at Cognac's Corner Magazine. Keep watching. Pink Champagne Kisses.
Hello, darlings. You've all heard of Marilyn Monroe. Some of you know Bridget Bardot. Well, now it's time for the Cognac Show. I said Cognac, ooh, ooh. I said Cognac, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm a bubbly blonde, fabulously dressed to impress. One of a kind girl. I was brought into this world wrapped up in pearls. I love to mingle, though my husband reminds me I'm not single. I meet and greet both the famous and the elite. I ride in limousines, drinking the finest champagne, wearing furs, dazzling diamond jewelry. A girl can't complain. I live the upscale life, dining in the finest restaurants, eating the best caviar for free. And no matter how much I enjoy cognac, ooh, ooh. I said cognac, ooh, ooh, ooh.
It's been a Crybaby Productions, darlings.